Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A new lesson for grade 11. Our lesson today is writing, page 108, students book exercise A, B, C, and D. The writing today is interpreting a pie chart. Our objectives today is number 1, interpreting a pie chart through answering 5 CR questions. The second is identify the purpose of a text through skimming it. Number 3, identify the characteristics of a pie chart by ticking the sentences that apply. Also, we have more objectives. We will use 11 highlighted words from a text to complete 11 phrases. To describe a pie chart using phrases from exercise E. Number 3, analyze a pie chart by answering 3 CR questions. Now, our vocabulary.
Interpret.
Interpret, to change what someone has said into another language. Yes.
Pie chart.
Pie chart as we see in the picture.
Percentage.
Percentage. This is sign of the percent. Survey.
Survey.
Yes, this is an examination of people's opinions or behavior done by asking people questions. More vocabulary.
Proportion. Majority. Percent. Contrast. Quarter.
This vocabulary will help us in the lesson. And now the chart. Your class has done a school survey. The results are shown in the pie chart below. Look at the pie chart and answer the question. How do teenagers spend their time online? We have 7 aspects here. That first, using social media, playing online games, watching videos, checking emails, reading newspapers and magazines, shopping online, others. Yes, we have maybe 5 questions. What does the pie chart show? What question is it answering? The answer is the pie chart shows how teenagers spend their time online. It is answering the questions shown above the chart. Now, the second question, how many different activities are mentioned? The pie chart is divided into 7 slices, that's right, of which 6 refer to specific activities. The remaining slice represents other activities which are not specified. Okay, number 3, which online activity is the most popular? The most popular activity is the use of social media sites. Okay, which online activity is the least popular? The least popular activity is the reading of online newspapers and magazines. The last question, what percentage of teenagers choose each different activity? 31% using social media sites, 26% watching videos, 19% other, 12% playing online games, 5% checking emails, 4% shopping online, and the least 3% reading newspapers and magazines. Okay? Yes. And now you can read the pie chart as interpreting. they interpret it into a text. The pie chart shows the results of a survey about which activities teenagers are occupied with most when they are online. It shows the percentage for 6 different activities, and there is also one category for other activities that are not specified, and so on. From that chart, it is clear that the majority of teenagers spend most of their time online using social media sites. In contrast to this, the least popular activity is reading newspapers and magazines, as it is mentioned by only a small proportion, 3% of teenagers. In addition, a considerable number of teenagers, over a quarter, spend their time watching videos. Playing online games is less popular, as only 12% of teenagers reported doing this activity. Yes, in conclusion, at the end, it is clear that almost half of the teenagers in the survey spend most of their time online doing activities that involve interacting with others, either through social media or through online games, as a large percentage of time is also spent consuming online entertainment. It seems likely that teenagers in this school use the internet mostly for relaxation and entertainment rather than for educational or practical purposes, and so on. He will continue its interpreting for the pie chart. Here he complete all this. Okay, you can read it and try to follow the chart with the interpreting. The text serves to describe the main trends depicted in the pie chart and draw a conclusion regarding how most teenagers spend their time online. Okay? And now, read the text again, then do the activity that follow. Read the statements. Take right those that apply to the texts. Yes, the writer introduces the topic by paraphrasing the information at the top of the chart. That's right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Lists the percentage of every activity on the chart. No. Explains how the information on the chart was obtained. No. But indeed, describe the results and draws a conclusion. Right. Okay. And then number E, divides the description into paragraphs. Yes. Uses past tenses to refer to the trends described. No. The last one he mentioned compares the dominant trends. That's right. Okay, you can follow and correct in your book. And now look at the highlighted words in the text and complete phrases in the vocabulary box below. Okay, we have the highlighted on the right, and on the left we will put these highlighted words in the suitable gap. The pie chart is about shows. Yes, shows. Number 2, the majority of teenagers. Yes, good. Number 3, proportion of teenagers. Number 4, 12%. 12%. Number 5, quarter of teenagers, right? Number 6, half of the teenagers. Number 7, least popular activity. 8, less popular than. In contrasts. Number 9. Number 10, in conclusion. Number 11, seems. Okay? You can write them in your book. And then look at the chart below and use the information it shows to complete the description with phrases from the vocabulary box in activity E. Here it will complete the chart. The pie chart shows the percentage of internet users that come from the different regions of the world. It clearly showed that the majority of internet users come from Asia. Just under a quarter of users come from Europe. And large percentages come from North America and Latin America as well. In contrast or in comparison to this, the chart showed that only a small proportion or percentage, yes, from Africa and the Middle East. The region with the fewest internet users is Australia, as only 1% of users come from this region. In conclusion, the graph illustrates that while large numbers of internet users come from Europe and the Americans, almost half of the users come from Asia. It seems likely, it is evident, or it seems likely that this is due to the high population found in countries of this region. Okay, I think that we understand and we put all the words in the suitable gaps. Okay, and we complete the words here. Okay, now your class has done a survey to see which devices students at school prefer to use when accessing social media. Yes. Describe the information by selecting and reporting the main features of the chart. Smartphones, laptops, tablet, desktop computer, others. What information does the pie chart show? And the second question, what are they required to do? What writing style should to use? The devices students prefer to use for accessing social media. To describe the information by selecting the reporting the main features and to make comparisons. Objective, factual, clear, concise and informative. This is the style, writing style we use. Okay, you understand, I think so. And now we will move to another objective. Plan for interpreting a pie chart. Write a description of the pie chart in exercise G in students book page 192. How to write
Hello
perfect
friends,
pie chart.
you're watching English with D, the channel that enhances your English language skills and helps you to score your desired bands in IELTS. If you're new to this channel, then please subscribe so that you don't miss out on useful information we provide. Today's topic is pie chart. It is
A
respectively,
new vocabulary.
convenient, overall, specified,
Read the writing task in activity G again and the tip below, then go to the workbook page from 92 for 95 to plan and write your description. When writing a description of pie chart, do the following. You can follow these instructions. Look at the chart and make notes of the key information shown. State what the chart is about, what question it is answering, and so on. You can read these instructions and try to follow them. Yes, the same. You will read this and you will write or interpret this information into a text, into a composition. Your class has done a survey to see which devices students in the school prefer to use when accessing social media. The results are shown in the pie chart below. Describe the information by selecting it and reporting the main features of the chart and make comparisons where relevant. Okay, smartphone, laptop, tablet, desktop, computer, and others. As we said before that, yes, and this is the plan. Interpreting a pie chart, description of a pie chart, and so on. Now this is the suggested answer. You can read it and try to write it. Take a photo and read it again and again because it is very important for the next test. The pie chart shows the results of a survey about which devices students in the school prefer to use when accessing social media. It shows the percentage for 4 different devices, and other is also a category for another devices which are not specified. The chart shows that the majority of students use either a laptop or a smartphone to access social media, and that these two devices are almost equally popular, with figures of 30 and 32% respectively. In contrast, the least popular devices is the desktop computer, which only 13% of students reporting using for social media. Overall, the chart shows that the smartphone is the most popular device, although only by a very small percentage. This is likely because smartphones are convenient to carry around, and students usually have them with them at all times. This shows them to access social media while they are going about their day or traveling. Laptops are also extremely popular, again because many students likely carry a laptop around with them for their school work. Thank you for your following me.